You're listening to the ESO Network, your station for all things geek.
In a world filled with cigars, craft beer, comics, movies, and video games,
only two men are brave enough to search out all things nerdy.
It's the Cigar Nerds Podcast!
And welcome to Cigar Nerds Podcast. I'm your host, Smokin' Joe.
I'm Brad Jackson.
And what am I smoking this week, you may ask? You may ask. I have the Knuckle Sandwich Off Menu. This is a collaboration between Espinosa Cigars and a little guy you may have heard of, Guy Fieri. Fieri? I don't know how you pronounce that. Dinners, drive-ins, and dives.
I used to always say Ferrari, and that's not right at all.
You need one of those like Guy Fieri wigs that you see at Halloween, like with the blonde tips and shit.
I haven't had hair in so I wouldn't know what to do with a wig. Chances are it'd be too big for my head anyway.
Yeah, this guy has hence the name Off Menu is because it's a TAA exclusive. Only TAA retailers can get these. But he has a whole line of these Guy Fieri cigars, and all the ones I've tried have been pretty damn good. This one is a 6x54 box press with a Pennsylvania broadleaf wrapper over Nicaraguan binders and fillers.
I mean, the ingredients sound good. I was ready for like some chives, some clove, or something else.
A hint of donkey sauce. If you've ever eaten at a Guy Fieri restaurant, you're familiar with donkey sauce.
I think the only one is like on the cruise
ships.
Yeah,
I've never been to a real one, but I've gone to the Guy Fieri restaurant on the cruise ship. That's the only time I've been to one of his establishments. So what are we talking about this week, Brad?
So this week we've got Predator Badlands. We're
gonna talk about To Catch a Predator.
We're gonna have to subtitle this episode though.
I'm gonna have to learn how to speak. Was it Yatuja? Yatuja?
Yeah, I it was kind of interesting.
We're old. We're from the time when the Predator didn't have a species name. They just called him the Predator. Now we know all kind of lore and shit.
Yeah, for sure. And we'll get into that more in the main segment. But interesting tidbit: the same person that developed the language for Avatar is the one that developed our Predator language.
Oh.
Yeah. Food for thought.
Fun fact of the day.
Since we're talking Guy Fieri, see what I did there?
Food for thought. Nice. Nice way to connect it. And if you've got to fight off a predator and you don't have a Weyland-Yutani synthesoid to help you out, you should call in the Strike Force. StrikeForceEnergy.com. Use your promo code Cigar Nerds for 20% off your order. They're kind of small, like if you're a runt predator.
Aw. So sad.
Oh. But with that, we'll be on with the show.
So this is your first hunt. And you've come to the most dangerous planet in the universe. You're after a creature that can't be killed. The definitive apex predator. I could help you. Well, good luck with your journey.
And welcome back. It's time to predate things?
I don't know. We might as well just say, hey, we're going to take a trip to Australia. Because
Space Australia.
That's exactly the vibes I got. Like, for some reason, like, I just envision everything in Australia is trying to kill you.
Yeah, it's like literally like it's like, we call it the Death Planet because everything there wants to kill you. So yeah, we're talking about Predator Badlands, directed by Dan Trachtenberg, who also did Predator Prey, and also Predator Killer of Killers, if you like your animated flavor of Predator.
Yeah, I was kind of glad that this one got a theatric release, from the visual aspects and everything.
Yeah,
but
Prey was like a straight to video at the but that one also came out kind of like in the tail end of like the pandemic shit too, I think. So yeah, it's nice that this one actually. I don't know, certain movies that just like you like the scale, seeing it on big screen with surround sounds.
Well, my
and
eyes
whatnot.
are bad, so it made reading easier.
That's the only. Before we get too deep in, that's the only downside is like you got to treat this as a like going to seeing like a foreign film, because in this movie, this is the first Predator movie kind of told from the perspective of a predator. So he speaks. They don't like in Prey. They had all the whatever Comanche or whatever brand of Indians they were speak English, and then everyone else been like, oh, they're speaking Comanche, but like we can understand it. But for this one, they're like, no, we're not doing that. We're actually going to use the Predator fucking language. And so yeah, Deck, the Predator that we follow in this movie, every time he speaks in his language, and you're constantly having to read subtitles to follow along. So it's like going and seeing a foreign film.
Yeah, luckily, that's only for kind of the opening segment. So the first 10-ish or so minutes, and that was kind of my only quip. Like, it sort of opened with these two predators dueling, and it's like, well, who's who? What's what? Like, stagger the subtitles or something.
Hey, when you sing a duet at karaoke, they at least put them in different colors, so you know who's supposed to be saying what.
Yeah.
When it's two predators having a conversation, it's like, which one said that?
But then again, too, like, I don't know. Overall, before I guess we get into any spoiler content, if you haven't seen Badlands, 1, why are you listening? But then 2, stop listening and go see Badlands. This is probably solid advice.
Yeah.
Was this our first Predator since the Disney takeover of Fox? I don't remember when that acquisition happened.
I don't know.
Because there were definitely things about this film that I felt like kind of got the Disney treatment in some regards.
Yeah, because I want to say that Prey was on HBO Max, so that the first one definitely came out before the Disney acquisition. Because then the animated went straight to Disney. Well, Hulu via Disney Plus.
Yeah.
And so like, yes, there may have been that studio switch between the two. Like
for the eye candy of the film, absolutely amazing. I don't know what I expected going into this. Like, from the trailers, I remember the trailers looking badass. And then I was like, I think I went in with some reservations. So my expectation probably was already kind of, I'm going to give it a the old college try, if you will.
Yeah, because like Prey, it was like way in the past, and it visually looked beautiful, but it was territory we were familiar with. Like, all right, this is 1800s Earth. Like I've seen what pictures of Montana look like. All right, I understand this. Where this is like, not only are the predators and the technology a special effect, the whole fucking planet is a special effect, because it's like, no, this does not look like, this was shot in like a soundstage in Atlanta. This looked like it was on an alien fucking planet. So it's like,
I mean,
there's a lot more.
This was very CGI heavy, but I gotta say the CGI was good. Like, there wasn't at any point where I was like, oh man, that was just terrible and kind of completely removed me from the film or anything.
Yeah, and we also get kind of more Predator lore, or Yajutas, because this is the first time in the animated one, we got to see the Predator homeworld, but this is the first time live action that we've seen the Predator homeworld. Yachuta Prime, Yatucha, I can't pronounce that. Yeah, because it starts off with Dex, our kind of protagonist, and his older brother, kind of like a training session or whatnot, because he's getting ready to go off on his first hunt. It's like very, very tribal. It's like you've got to go out and kill your first thing unaided by any other predator.
That was kind of the interesting lore in itself. It was just
bring your first trophy.
No weakness, no nothing else. No any semblance of emotion is weakness. It's no. We kill
and we fight. We do it alone. We do it alone. You've got to go take down your first prey by yourself, and bring back your trophy to be part of the tribe, and you'll earn your cloak of invisibility. So yeah, he doesn't have like the traditional Predator gear and invisibility, because he's not earned that yet, which we've seen in like other Predator movies, like Alien versus Predator, where it's like you've got to kill an alien to earn your like plasma cannon shit. And it's like them having to like level up their stuff as they go. Then of course it's
just constantly a video game.
Yeah,
and that's kind of honestly to me how this film kind of felt like. I could very much see this, almost like a God of War style game. But the adaptation rather would be really good in this regard, because, like I said, visually and everything else, it was overall a very enjoyable film. I much exceeded whatever expectation I had going into it, I think.
Yeah, and it was like, after I watched this, it made me want to go back, because I hadn't watched Alien Earth yet, and I went and watched Alien Earth after this, and I was like,
screw that, go back and watch the OG Predators, and be like, holy crap, we've
get to the choppa.
Essentially, that's kind of what's happened here, is we've almost got the Terminator effect, right? Where, the first Terminator, oh no, he's terrible. Second Terminator, oh wait, now somehow he's helping humanity type deal. Like, I kind of hope we don't get that with
the first time. Well,
and probably
he's kind of he's kind of a new generation of Predator, where in this one he's like the protagonist, and at the end, it seems like he's gonna go to war with the Predators. So it's like the Predators aren't good guys, but this one dude may. He learned to have friends,
and that's kind of why I brought up the.
I'm making my own clan, because my clan kind of sucks.
The Disney treatment, right? Like, we had our Predator, version of Grogu. We had our moments of indifference, and this is just a great story, telling it from the underdog. So,
because you could have. There's a couple movies that have come out that I've seen lately where it's like it's a straight up horror movie, but it's told from the killer's perspective, and you could have definitely gone that route with this, and had the Predator still be the bad guy and told it from his perspective. But no, we got kind of a, all right, yeah, like I'm cheering for this guy to like to survive and then come of age and whatnot,
and then be like, oh fuck, now they're coming to Earth. What?
But yeah, and I kind of like some of the like new technology we see, where it's like they're on his brother's ship and there's all his brother's trophies and stuff, and he's like trying to prep him for his first hunt. And he's like, all right, kind of scroll through the Rolodex of things you can hunt for your first kill.
Well, I'm really like, I can't wait for this to actually come out where I can pause, because I'm sure there's, like, so many Easter eggs and nods to stuff that you just miss, you know, like... I mean, to me, it kind of had that Avatar effect, right? Like, it pans out over the landscape, and I'm like, ooh, oh, wait, what was said? What's going on?
Yeah, this is one I'm glad I saw in theaters, because if I tried to watch this at home, I'm such like an ADD person when I'm trying to watch something at home, so I'm constantly like fucking around on my phone and kind of half watching a thing where it's like, this is like, no, you had to read to like keep up with like what was going on. I'm like, I'm glad I'm in an environment where I'm forced to not play with my phone right now.
Yeah, for sure. I don't know. For me, like I look forward to any opportunity that I'm not, you know, glued to that. Just had a 4-day holiday. Gosh. Showed me what life could be like.
Yeah, and of course, like the young cocky son of a bitch is like, I want to kill the biggest thing. I'm gonna go after the fucking the Kalisk from the planet Death. And his brother's like, nah, bro, you're not ready for that. Let's scroll on to something else. Here's a nice like fucking space cow. You can go kill that. Like, no, I'm killing the Kalisk. Whatever.
Well, I mean, you know, when the whole line about his father is like, yeah, even father is afraid, and it's like, yeah, well, you know, that animosity toward father has already been seeded, you know, because, you know, essentially our backstory is, you know, being the runt and the weakest, you know, unlike a good father figure that just rules with, you know, strength and everything else, and being like, look, you can take this person's desire, you know, and mold them. No, that's not the Predator way. It's like, yeah, it's why very the fuck didn't you just kill him as a child then? Like,
yeah, it was very like Spartan, like, because he's like, you know, his dad shows up, you know, and he's like, oh, you know, father, like, you've honored me to send me off on my first, you know, hunt, and he's like, why is this fucker still alive? And he's like, what? And he's like, I told you, he's like too small to be part of the clan. We've got to, you know, root out weakness. So like, and he's like, he may be weak, but he at least deserves the chance to prove himself. And yeah, and that's when the father's like, you know, whatever, cultivating weakness is also weakness, and decides to like, you know,
kill his other son,
fight older brother, but older brother like locks homeboy in the ship. So while he has a losing fight with his father. And, yeah, of course, the ship, like, auto-launches, and the last thing that was programmed into the computer was Planet Death. So he's like, well, I'm here. I guess I'm going to go on that hunt now. Can't go home without it, because Dad wants me dead. But if I show back up my hunt, I can be like, maybe they'll let me in the clan. And then you make friends along the way, and you decide the friends you made along the way were your clan the whole time.
Very much so. Like, very unique direction with this, and I'm glad, like, that absolutely a gamble that it paid off. I hope we do not get the Jurassic Park treatment, and all of a sudden, like, you know, oh, dinosaurs are suddenly our friends now. like I
and I gotta say, this is probably, with the exception of Alien vs. Predator, the only Predator movie that ended with an obvious sequel idea.
Yes.
Like, you know, it very much ends with, like, a to be continued, without actually saying to be continued. So the rest, you know, most of the Predator movies, and it almost doesn't matter what kind of order you watch them in, they're all mostly kind of standalone films where you can, I mean, there's some lore that goes from, like, one to the other, but for the most part, you just kind of, like, pick up anywhere and start watching a Predator movie.
Yeah, it was just... Like I said earlier, you know, it's such a stark difference thinking, you know,
everyone's got to make a thing a trilogy. Like, everything comes out, it's like...
The Predator 1 and 2s of the world, you know, versus, you know, all right, well, now we're in the same universe as Aliens. Okay, I can get behind that. And now it's like, all right, well...
We got Weyland-Yutani, which is kind of our bad guy in the Aliens universe.
Well,
I mean, they're usually representing whoever our final person is in a alien movie, but they're also kind of dicks, and it's all about like
the company.
Yeah, it's like we've got to get this alien back to like to use it for whatever nefarious purpose, and that's usually what causes like the alien to get out and fucking kill all the crew because they're like, oh no, the crew's expendable, save the alien, and we get a kind of a little more of that, and this is
Yeah, actually, a lot of it. In fact, it just takes a little while. You know, this is very much a coming of age. So this is more so about the adventure, if you will. But I don't know. Let's talk a little bit about Planet Death and what does Planet Death actually entail?
That's a great metal band name. Planet Death. Yeah, it's like,
and then it's polka.
It kind of reminds me of things I've read about in like Star Wars and stuff, where it's like literally like the whole flora and fauna of this planet, like everything's fucking deadly. There's
the floor is lava,
literally at times. So we've got I want to call it the because I didn't read the wiki, so I don't know what the actual names of any of these things are. But it was like razor grass. It was like grass that was like fucking almost. It was almost like razor blade, like glass and shit that would just shred you. And then there was the
fucking giant ass Luna bug.
Yeah, and then they had the was it was some kind of plant, but like once you disturbed it,
it was
would
the
like
pufferfish plant.
Yeah, it would like swell up and like explode with like basically venomous coils, and then you had those little bugs that if you pissed them off, they would like explode. They were like little hand grenades. And then you had the snakes that spit acid, little acid spitting snakes.
All the things that from the 80s we would like, oh fuck, I hope I don't encounter this in life.
Yeah.
Like quicksand.
How the last movie had quicksand, I believe, or quick mud, kind of the equivalent. Yeah, it was like, and this is before we even got into the big beast he was hunting. It's like, damn, literally every on this thing on this fucking planet's like deadly.
It's Australia.
And when they're like tentacle vine things, like there was like trees that were trying to grab you and eat you, or am I confusing that with a different thing?
No,
at this
so
point?
I think that was part of the Luna
I watched
bug.
a lot of Stranger Things the other night, so it's like there's lots of tentacles. I can't remember if the tentacles was from this or from the other thing I was watching.
Because everything he would be like, "Is this the callus skin?" It's like, no, it's not. Yeah. These are all your mini bosses.
Oh no, never mind. That was when I was watching The Witcher that they had the tree tentacle things that was grabbing people.
Well, I mean, you would think in Badlands that it was, the way that it was portrayed, like originally, it
Actually,
just looked like vines and stuff.
Yeah, there was that
down.
when the ship crashed and like the vines came up and like started snatching up the ship and stuff.
At least it didn't go the route of Evil Dead.
There was no tree rape involved. And there is a rumor that Arnold's gonna return in a future. Because have you watched Killer of Killers yet?
I have not yet.
All right. To back it up for a second, Killer of Killers animated Disney Plus, and it shows 3 different people in 3 different time periods fighting and winning against a predator. We had a Viking, there's a ninjas versus Predator, and then there's a World War II fighter pilot versus Predator. But then they all wake up, because apparently, if you, like a video game, if you kill the Predator, then you're kind of like an A-list hunter, I guess. So all these people that have survived an encounter with a Predator, whether it's an entire thing or just a specific clan of Predators, they will capture that person and like cryogenically freeze them and bring them back to the Predator homeworld, and then they have these like gladiator matches. So they defrost these 3 people that survived their encounters and made them fight in like a coliseum for the right to like fight Predator Prime, like the leader of the Predators. And at the end, because like the 2 people like escape, but one of them gets left behind. They're like, all right, we'll throw them back on ice. We'll defrost them and hunt them again later. And they're going through this warehouse where there's just like lines and lines of these like cryogenic chambers with people that they're going to hunt, you see the girl from Prey, but as they're going down the line, you also see Danny Glover from Predator 2 and Arnold from the first Predator in these cryogenic tubes.
Oh, that's kind of awesome.
And this is by the same director of that, so maybe we'll get a revisit to a defrosted Arnold in a in a future Predator movie.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, it was interesting. Like, I saw a lot of folks too talk about how this is only, PG-13, but it was still gory as fuck. Like, I guess.
But no humans were harmed in the making of this film.
And I guess that's
it was all aliens and
the
robots.
Stipulation, as long as
so it's only PG-13.
you use green instead of red, you're fine.
It's like the YouTube, everybody that shoots the ballistic dummy labs, they get the zombie version, so it has the green blood, because red blood will get you demonetized.
That's so weird.
Yeah. And speaking of the alien world, our bad guys turn out not to be the creature, but instead a Weyland-Yutani bioweapons division. So now they're like, we're tired of all these humans getting eaten by the aliens we capture, so we're going to send out a team of just robots. That way, if somebody gets eaten, it doesn't fucking matter. And these guys might actually follow directions. Well,
I was happy with the sentient beings, because
we finally got English.
Well, yeah, exactly. That made it, like, I don't know. The distraction from, like, the first 15 minutes, I was like, oh, crap. Like, I feel like I'm going to be watching a foreign film. So I was glad to see that there's a title card, and then, very, very shortly into the movie where, we get, hearing things, I guess he's still speaking his native language, but we're hearing it from our sentient being, which I was a little bit concerned that the comic relief there was going to be a bit much. But, I mean, it... And
I gotta say, as someone who has dealt with, like, preteen kids, very preteen kid vibe of, like, you pick them up from school and then they do not shut up. They just, like, constantly, like, talk. So, like, yeah, he's like...
Well, I mean, literally, they've been sitting for 8 hours being told to shut up and be quiet. What do kids not want to do? Sit and be quiet.
Yeah, so he meets his first companion along the way as he's trying to make his way through through some bad things, and she's like, "Hey, Yatu, I can help you. I've been here a long time. I've seen many things." And he finally is like, fuck, all right, yeah, I guess I'll get a guide.
But I thought it was great, though. Like, instead of being like, oh, no, you can't help me because, we do everything solo, so therefore you are a tool. I use you. And
and she has to, like, convince him of that, too. And he's like, no, I have to do this on my own. And she's like, yeah, but you use this, like, weapons, right? And tools. He's like, yeah. He's like, well, that's just what I am. I'm not a human. I'm a legless droid that lost her lower half. So, like, yeah, I'm just another tool. So it won't count if I help you. And he's like, all right, I see the logic in that.
I am just a backpack.
Yeah.
Literally.
Until he finally, like, makes, like, literally, like, carrying her around. And she's, like, fucking audience, like, just talking in his ear. And then when they finally kind of, like, stop to rest, he, like, makes her, like, strap so he can, like, strap her on, like, a backpack. So she's, like, facing the other direction now. And he's like, oh, yeah, this is much better. He's like, yeah, for my ears. Now you can literally watch my back. Nothing can sneak up on me. And you're not, like, just fucking constantly talking in my ear like you have been for the last 5 hours of this journey.
Yeah, some of that was pretty good. Like, it worked for this film. I just don't want to see the rest of this franchise go that way.
Gonna get too family-esque. I need a good one with the Predator is the bad guy killing people and whatnot. But
it's just put a lot of emotion and stuff where I'm like,
but he kind of see at first she's like, yeah, you're my fucking mobile GPS here. Cause she's like, I seen the monster you're looking for. It's what ate my legs. Cause apparently she's like, I was basically a lab bot. They gave me like feelings and stuff so I could like empathize with the things we're researching. But my sister is like the leader of the group, and she's kind of like hardcore warrior. And he starts kind of see that like, cause like once she gets back to Yutani, her sister's like, your emotions make you weak. You're useless to me. We're gonna deactivate you. And he kind of like, that's what they tried to do to me. And they decided I was weak and tried to deactivate me. So we're in the same boat, little legless lady. Which that was one of the funniest complaints I saw of this movie. It's like, you cast whatever Elle Fanning as the android who has like pretty nice butt, and then you don't give her a butt through most of the movie. It's just disappointing.
It's appropriate. Didn't want to take away from,
Oh, and then you're right. Some of the comedy things too, because when they finally find like basically where the beast attacked the group, and there's a bunch of damaged vehicles. She's like, oh, there's a repair station in this thing, and there's some spare parts. Or she's like, oh, look, there's my legs, and she like goes into like the repair thing and is like, trying to reattach her lower half. And he's like, cool, I'm gonna go fight the monster. And as they're fighting, it's like thrown through the thing and like knocks her legs off again. She's like, damn it. I almost had him attached.
Oh yeah. And we didn't speak of, our third star of the show, our new little friend.
It's like a little kind of
hedgehog looking
space monkey. He kind of looked like a monkey pug vibe that they named Bud. Because they're like, man, I'm getting hungry. We need to actually maybe do some hunting things because I need to eat before I go fight the big monster. So we see this kind of space beast thing that's unfortunately out in the field of razor glass. But then little Sonic the Hedgehog dude that can like kind of roll is like, I'm gonna get to him first. So he's like in this little like competition fighting the little guy over the big fucking beast they're trying to like try, and then they eventually work together to bring it down. He's like, all right, you can. I need a pet. You can hang out. We'll share some meat with you, buddy, since you helped me take this thing down. And then it like hawks a loogie on him. And she's like, wait, I think this is like, they're like, he's giving you his scent. You're part of his clan now. He's like, oh, great. That's just what I wanted, to get spit on by a little fucking monkey man. I do like later when he comes and like finds him again, he just like fucking just spits on him, and the guy's like, oh, hey, I'm in your clan now.
Brother.
And we finally see the callus that he's actually trying to, and we find out why it's so hard to kill is because it's basically Deadpool.
Yeah.
It has like super regenerative powers. Like he even cuts its head off and the head just kind of like pops back together, and it's like, ah, fuck. Did not take that into account.
Well, things we didn't know for 1,000, Alex.
Yeah. And it's also why Yutani is there with their bioweapons. They're like, this, if we could harness the healing, the regenerative technology of this beast, like it would be, good for the company. We'll make all the monies.
Yes.
But we find out because, of course, he gets his ass beat by the callus, and then right as she's about to like finish him, she like sniffs him like, wait a minute, I know that spit. You're part of my clan. I'm not going to eat you. And he's like, what? And he realizes Bud is actually a juvenile version of this big motherfucker.
He too is a runt.
Yeah, we got a collection of runts. We got a droid that feels too much. I got a runt callus, and I'm a runt predator. Like, we're all just one big out. It's the what was that shit from?
Lovely Gang of Misfits.
I was gonna do. Was it the Land of Misfit Toys?
Oh, yeah, from the Island of Misfit Toys.
Yeah, from Rudolph.
Hey, that's appropriate. We're in December. We can start making Christmas references. When do we get Christmas Predator?
We need a Yukon Cornelius.
Yukon Cornelius versus the Cask.
Bumbles bounce. Good old Yukon Cornelius.
Just over there licking his ice pick.
He had that thing on him. He's like, I got a knife and a pistol. It's like, Cornelius ain't gonna take no shit.
He's a G.
Yeah.
For a good guy.
But yeah, they of course get captured by the Yutani droids. And I like, because they found his crash ship and took all of his like all the weapons and technology. Like, oh, we can reuse this, including this thing that his brother's like. He's like, oh, like, you saved that? And he's like, yeah, dude, it was your favorite toy. Of course I kept it. So they've got him tied up, questioning him, and she's like translating. She's like, why can't I understand what you're saying? Oh, I'm speaking his language. And she's like, they're trying to get me to ask you about these things. He's like, what's that thing he's playing with? He's like,
oh, it's a child's
toy.
It's
a child's toy. He's like, but tell him it's like
a map.
Yeah, he's like, yeah, he says that's like a map to like, whatever. You should open it. And like it opened and it like freaking explodes. She's like, holy shit, that was a child's toy? He's like, yeah, a Yatu child's toy. We play with some dangerous shit.
Could you imagine? Like, you just give a kid a hand grenade. Like, here, play with this. What's the likelihood they'll figure out how to pull the pin? Oh, shit.
But I like he escapes, but she's still...
She's still dealing with sister drama at this point.
Yeah, and like, you're going to be deactivated. But yeah, he goes back, finds the ship, and realizes like all his shit's gone. And he's like, I'm truly alone. But then he finds Bud, and he's like, kind of, I guess, a throwback to 80s action movie roots. We get a sweet gear up montage where he's like, I've learned all the things that can kill me in this planet, so I'm just going to basically recreate Predator weaponry, but biomechanically. So he's like, he basically like, gets a bunch of those fucking exploding poison plants and then wraps them up and then like wires them up with those exploding bugs to make like freaking poison grenades. And he gets a bunch of that razor glass and makes like a fucking like razor whip and shit, and even gets some berries and tames one of the like acid snakes and like wears it on his shoulder, just like the Predator side whatever shoulder blaster laser, and then makes himself a sweet Predator mask out of like the skull of some, because yeah, like one of the things they kill, like the skin of it's like super tough, so he builds like armor out of this like whatever beast skin and like makes a like mask out of his flesh and shit, and it's like, it's bio Predator. And it kind of reminded me a lot of that Predator, the version of the Predator from Prey, where it was like very kind of primal armor. The armor looked like,
well, I mean, that was kind of always one of the things, like, back in the original, Predators, and everybody would just, I always remember that line, fucking voodoo magic, man, like. But it was kind of cool, seeing him do that shit. Like, even like from, oh shit, I got wounded, so let me get this plant, fucking metal it together, and
you run me of a lot of like Arnold's like gear up where he went to fight the first Predator, doing all like the improvised weapons and camouflage and all that shit.
Want some candy?
And then like finds the half-working legs that have been reattached to the network. So he's like, oh, we'll just follow her legs home. That's how we'll find their base. And then you get the legs like fucking Like, quick, play dead. And then it gets up and starts ninjaing people.
So much Addams Family. Like, that's all I could think of was, fucking Thing running around and just
Yeah.
and being like, okay, he spotted the legs. He's dead. Like, people are just gonna be, huh? Dead.
Fucking leg, jump up there and just like, puts a leg lock on him, chokes him out. Pops his head.
I will find my body.
Yeah, that was probably the most amusing thing. But yeah, then we get some good old fashioned violence where he like attacks the base and is like just fucking everybody up with his. Like when he finally finds her, she's like, "What the fuck are you wearing?" He's like, "Oh, look, I made armor out of flesh. I have flesh armor.
It's my fleshy skin suit.
You want to wear it?" Like, ew. Keep your flesh mask, bro. You're good.
I will skin you and I will wear you.
But then we get a showdown with Tessa was the evil sister who managed to finally kill the callus, just fucking roast the damn thing. So it's like, sorry, little bud, I'm your papa now. I shall help you get vengeance.
Like, I thought that was going to be a thing. It'd be like, oh no, you killed my father. But no, it wasn't. It was, we are saddened for your father's loss. Come with me now, my little puppy.
But yeah, that whole her in the mech suit fight was pretty. It kind of reminded me of Ripley from Alien 2. Like,
yeah,
get your hands off her, you son of a bitch.
Like I said, there are probably so many other Easter eggs that I missed, but I mean that's what this film did so great is,
And she had all his stolen tech too, so she had the Predator blaster and all the toys, and it's like, no, bitch, that's my shit. You ain't earned it. Like, I'm gonna. So he's like, and then he's like, I need my first kill, and you killed the thing I came to kill, so now you are like the apex predator because you killed the callus. So I'm gonna take your fucking head.
The ultimate evil, AI.
Yet again, we circle back to AI.
That's how it always goes, though. But, I mean, it should have been right up your alley with the your computer overlords.
Like literally, they're the fucking Utani droids controlled by an AI called Mother.
I'm really disappointed there wasn't a Danzig thing in
Mother.
Yeah, come on now.
Or somebody call it motherfucker.
That's probably the only thing this film was missing. Would have been a badass soundtrack. But then again, I would have felt too Disney washed at that point.
Dude, you've got to watch Alien Earth because literally, even though it's in the future, every episode ends with a cool song from our time. So it's we're in the alien world. Everything's sci-fi, and then we get the drop at the end of the episode, and then it's Metallica, fucking Enter Sandman. You're like, what? That's just so weird. But fuck yeah, we end with every episode with a little bit of metal. I'm like, this is down.
There was this little animated series called Heavy Metal. Is that where all this stems from?
Metalocalypse versus Predator.
Brutal. I mean, the band would survive somehow because they just get the hell out of Dodge. But yeah. You just see
it would be the Predator fighting their fucking butler guy.
And which
the manager dude?
Game was it? Tom Clancy that had the fucking Predator level in it?
Yeah, I never could kill the damn Predator. It was it wasn't Badlands, but
I think it was
similar.
Wildlands.
Yes, Tom Clancy Wildlands, where you're in a fictional Columbia, I think. But there's all kind of spin because there's you could find hidden. There's a mission where you end up running into Sam Fisher from from like the what the hell's that game with Sam Fisher?
I'm gonna say Siphon Filter.
Yes, there's like a Siphon Filter one. You also run into like the Rainbow Six people and do like a Rainbow Six mission, and then there was like a Predator like mission where it's like you had to be in like a certain.
Konami's like you cannot have a fucking Snake Eater.
Yeah, so you had to be in a certain jungle area at a certain time to like unlock the Predator mission, and that thing fucking constantly killed
Dude,
my ass.
I remembered. I don't think I ever beat it solo, and the only time I did beat it, I think I was on a squad of like 3 people, but even then, like it was
solo. It was like fucking way too. The damn whatever Siphon Filter one too was fucking hard as shit because it was a complete stealth mission like those games were. Like you could not get caught whatsoever.
Yeah,
and anytime you got caught, it like. You lost the mission, so it was like, oh, I'm used to just gunning everybody down, having to like, I forgot how to stealth. Now you couldn't even like stealth kill anybody. If you left any bodies, the mission was over. So not only did you have to sneak, you couldn't just like take someone out and
yeah, that was pre, hey, I'm just gonna drag this body over here. Nope. You killed a corpse. That corpse is there.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that one took a minute, but
I don't know. Like I'm almost
Splinter Cell, not Siphon Filter.
Oh yeah, that's it. Splinter Cell. I knew it was
Siphon Filter is another game, but no,
yeah.
It's Splinter Cell.
But Siphon Filter was also very.
'Cause there's a badass Splinter Cell animation on Netflix now too. That's pretty good.
There's so much stuff out there, man. It's a lot.
Bravo 6 go.
It's like not only do we have to contend with the theatrical release, but then you got the streaming releases, and it's like, and now I'm like, do I fucking start Stranger Things? Like,
I will say this. I know when we talk about something, normally like you'll wait till it's all out and then binge it. You better start watching Stranger Things now because every episode is like feature-length movie. So like each episode is an hour plus. So it's like if you try to watch it all at once, it's going to take you like 3 days. Because I think that like I watched the first 3 episodes, and then the last episode was like an hour and a half, and I didn't finish the last episode of this first batch. So if you wait till the entire season's out, it's going to take you a minute. So you might as well like go ahead and start working on it.
Just trying not to get my ice on the mics. I'm like. I sweated. I feel dehydrated, Joe.
How we doing on time?
Oh, we got 15 minutes.
All right, sweet.
So we still got plenty of time to just...
What about, because I think like every one of these movies we get like new weapons. Like the sword with like the laser, it wasn't like a laser sword, it was like a regular sword, but it had like a laser like blade on it, which was pretty badass.
With incendiary power.
That and the little
like
laser.
At this point, they should have just fucking given him a lightsaber.
Yeah, it's pretty much what it was. But then the little laser trap thing that would like bind you up and like that was kind of a. I don't think I've seen that in a little laser binder thing that was pretty cool. That like his father used to like take his brother down
in place. I was trying to remember, and maybe it wasn't Predator. But I remember, like, some film franchise, and it being, like, this grenade-like thing, but instead of holding you down, like, it was almost like a net, and that net would come out, and
then it would, like shrink, and I think they did that in Prey.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, it was like a laser net that would, like, just crush you up.
But it was cool seeing, all the different tech, and... I don't know. I mean...
and then, he goes home to, like, confront his father. Now he's got his rebuilt android buddy and his no longer a baby. He's put some weight on, Bud. But at first he comes out to, like, with the fucking droid skull, and he's like, I made my first kill. Where's my stealth cloak? And Dad's like... Fucking, you've come back to die because like your brother should have killed you. He's like, well, fuck you, old man. If I'm gonna need to about take my second trophy and fuck your old ass up, and ends up killing his father and basically taking over the clan.
Sick him. Father's afraid of you.
Hey, if you can eat Dad's head, but you're gonna have to poop his skull out later. Don't digest it all. I need that for a trophy. But yeah, then Bud and Tia come out of the ship. He's like, "We done here?" He's like, "Yeah, I got my sweet stealth mode now." And then you see, there's a big ass ship in the coming in. She's like, "Who's that?" And he's like, "Mother," which I'm wondering because it kind of like made like the thing like, "Oh shit, Mom's a bigger badass than Dad," but the ship looks a lot like the ship from Killer of Killers. So I'm wondering if Mom is going to be that like whatever Predator Prime, like the mega predator that if you won in the Coliseum, you had the right to fight to challenge like the predator leader. I'm wondering if that's who Mom's going to be because the ship looks a lot like her ship at the end of the animated one.
Yeah, I don't know how that's going to shape up.
And she was a big bitch too in that. She had like this bone armor and stuff, and I'm like, she was a badass looking predator. So.
Like the thing for me is it became so much about his coming of age story that I forgot all about the clan. Like, it's just we're going on an adventure.
It's like I now have my own clan. Fuck you, clan.
So I don't know.
Hunting as a pack is better than hunting solo.
Well, he's got his tools.
Yeah, his tools and his hunters have dogs. So like I guess that doesn't count as help if you have like a hunting dog, and that's just basically what Bud is. It's his hunting dog.
I wonder if Bud gets any cool,
Bud gets some trophies.
Like that's going to be our spinoff. It's going to be,
Bud kills something and gives him a trophy, and then he just eats the bones like a fucking dog would. He's like, damn it, you're supposed to save that. That's your trophy. Quit eating your trophy.
Like, does it go in that direction, you think? Like we get
don't get fucking silly.
Where I mean it's Disney and they introduced the cute thing, and the cute thing always has its own thing at some point. It might be years from now.
Yeah, I'm surprised.
But I'm calling it. We get a Bud series in some form or fashion.
I'm surprised that I haven't seen Bud toys yet because we saw what happened with the Mandalorian, like fucking Grogu toy. I mean, hell, there's one right here on set. I mean, Grogu, everything popped up. I'm surprised there's not been a Bud toy yet. Probably not, because that's kind of still in theaters, but if they don't get them out by Christmas, I guarantee you, like, we'll have Predator toys shortly.
I don't know. Like, when it comes to the Star Wars stuff, it is such a cult following. I don't know that... Like, I can't remember, like, having, like, Predator toys or anything as a child. Outside of that one grenade my dad gave me. I don't know what that was about.
I remember, like, some... And it may not have been, like, toys, more like adult collectibles, like the what do you call them? The really high end action figures that you don't play with,
but not like
your
Mattel figurines and stuff like that you could just.
They're bringing back a lot of class. I was walking through Walmart last night, and there was like He-Man toys again, He-Man and Thundercats. And I was like, what? Do kids even know what these are these days? There was those.
You know what's happening? They're like, fuck, the experiment has failed. We got to go back to the 80s and start fresh.
Yeah. They just had those, like, He-Man animated shit on Netflix, but the designs looked like the OG He-Man and Thundercats. It didn't look like the ones from the new animated.
We still have these molds.
Yeah, we're just going to reuse them. It's that Skeletor meme of, like, where he just shows up and gives you a disturbing fact and goes, until next time! Those have gotten so popular that they're like, it's reinvigorated the He-Man toy line just from those stupid fucking Skeletor memes.
I don't know. I haven't even walked which I guess we're getting close to Christmas time, so I'll probably be venturing down a toy aisle for my niece or something and being like, what the fuck are kids into these days?
I mean, I was just walking over to Sporting Goods because I was looking for a speed loader, and yeah, there was like just all the like end caps of like new toys they were trying to sell for Christmas. I was like, fucking He-Man, what the hell? Oh,
I don't know. I think it was last Christmas, and I was like, man, they're still doing these easy bake oven things. Like, I remember the fires and the burns, and
it's the Breaking Bad easy bake oven. It's like baby's first meth kit.
Did you see that in Dahlonega?
Probably. They did have Moonshine-opoly at Walmart. It was like a redneck moonshine version of Monopoly.
I have been seeing regional things like that more and more popular.
I remember a game that I saw at a beer fest. It was called Crack House. It was like the opposite of the game of life. You started off with a wife, a kid, a job, and cars, and the goal of the game was to lose everything and end up at the crack house at the end of the game. And instead of money, you had crack rocks was the currency in the game.
Secretly, they were real crack rocks. The true game is, haha, you thought you were playing a game, but no, this was real life.
Yeah, and it had like a drinking element too, where basically you made like a nasty shot, and like whoever the second person to the crack house was had to drink the communal cup you had been putting stuff in.
God, I remember a communal cup we made one time.
The flesh wound. So as we wrap this up, this here Knuckle Sandwich, I've liked all the other Knuckle Sandwich ones I've had so far. Like I kind of picked up as a whim. I'm like, oh, that has a cool looking band on it. I need to do another YouTube short. Let me try that.
You fight? You keep saying Knuckle Sandwich.
It's literally what it's called.
Does it feel like it punched you in the teeth?
A little bit. I got some donkey sauce on me. It's very like definitely on the plus side of medium plus. It's got a decent amount of strength, a lot of flavor, very earthy and kind of like rich, but it's like a hit of spice. It's got a little bit of a pepperiness to it. So I definitely like, if you got a TAA retailer or you can find one online, definitely pick up the off menu. And if you can't find the TAA version, any of the other Knuckle Sandwich cigars I've had so far have been pretty damn good.
So that one's the only one that's been the TAA.
Yeah,
all the other
they've got a
are...
regular like full line. They got like they got one called the Chef Special. They've got the Maduro and the Habano, but the Chef's Special was pretty good. It's kind of a darker Maduro. Like I think it has an Oscuro wrapper on it if I'm remembering correctly. But that one, the Chef's Special was good. But yeah, who knew Guy Fieri knew cigars? Because this kind of collaboration with Espinosa's been some good shit so far.
Yeah, I don't know. The more you know. I did not take him as a cigar guy, but that's the beauty of cigars, man. People from all walks of life and everything else, and
that's definitely a dude that I would like to sit down and have a smoke with. That would probably be an interesting conversation.
I bet you would.
And he'd probably make some nice snacks for us too while we're smoking. I'm down for that. So what are your final thoughts here on is this a worthy entry into the Predator line?
It's a risk, and I think the risk paid off. I haven't looked at box office numbers. I assume it
did fairly well. I think it
I mean, I could definitely see it turning a profit.
So far, according to the wiki here, budget of $105 million, and it's made $166 so far. But it's still in theaters. Last I checked, or it may have just gone out of theaters. So it's doing pretty well. It's probably gonna earn another sequel.
Yeah, I mean, I was happy with, even though it was alien gore and stuff like that, I mean, we still got to see dismemberments and, spines being ripped out. So there were, definitely Predator nods and takeaways.
We just got the fucking milky blood from the droids, and not the human bloods. I
just hope that this contains, like, I really miss the
Predator being the bad guy.
Well, I mean, just the more horror elements.
Yeah.
And I mean, there were some in this, but by and large, this
it felt like a sci-fi action film and not a horror film.
Exactly. And I kind of miss that about Predator. Like, this is great as a self-contained thing. Disney, do not take this and give it, the fucking Jurassic Park treatments and all that kind of stuff. Like,
yeah, and we've not done an episode on it yet, but I highly recommend the season 1 of Alien Earth because it definitely has a lot more horror elements to it. And in fact, there's like one episode.
When do we get that one? That's next. Like, oh, now all of a sudden the xenomorphs are friends.
Yeah, it kind of happens at one point. Like there's, I don't know, I'll explain it when you get off the mic, but somebody kind of learns to speak the alien language, and the alien kind of becomes her dog. She can control the alien. It's like,
dude, I still
wild.
have nightmares from the fucking goddamn Alien Isolation game. You talk about a humbling fucking game.
Oh, dude, there's this fucking eyeball, like, tentacle thing that is, like, it creeps me the fuck out. But with that, we'll be right back with some science.
Another sunny day in Gotham City. But wait, what's this? The dynamic duo has been captured by the evil alliance of the Joker, Penguin, Catwoman, the Riddler, and the Minstrel?
Holy mismatched melodies! What do we do?
Never fear, the Bat Chums are near. Drew, Mike, and Magic Batman are on their way to save the day by recapping and reviewing every episode of the 60s series.
Holy podcasting platforms! Where can we find them?
Right here on the ESO Network and YouTube. Don't worry, Bat Chum, the worst is yet to come.
Science!
And welcome back. It's time for some science.
This
and
is
also time to relight my cigar.
Point where hopefully I get educated. Or maybe the science segment is you're going to teach me fire is hot. Ow! God damn it.
Wouldn't be the first time we've burned ourselves lighting cigars.
Especially
when
that
they get
torch.
When they get low. Well, speaking of...
like Lil Jon get low, or...
Get low! Well, apparently, speaking of aliens and predators... there's a new documentary coming out which probes 80 years of a global cover-up of UFO secrets.
I mean, there's probably a lot more than that. Conceptually, UFO just means unidentified. So I see shit in the sky all the time that's unidentified. Does it mean it's aliens? Yeah, it's probably aliens.
So yeah, new documentary by director Dan Farah interviews senior officials who claim to have seen craft and non-human bodies.
I don't know if I've seen a non-human body. I mean, outside, like animals and stuff like that, I assume are non-human.
True. Yeah, so this is basically he's interviewing members of Congress, ex-military guys, and anyone who's tried to be a whistleblower claiming the government is covering up the truth about aliens for the last 80 years. And it's going to be the first real deep dive into what the government knows about the alien conspiracy.
Yeah. I'm about sick of government. That's where I'm at in the world.
I mean, they've been like declassifying a lot of like videos and shit lately, so it's
Yeah, but my problem with that is, all right, yeah, we're declassifying. We're going to release this information, ever how many years after the fact, blah, blah, blah. What is that distracting you on? What are you hiding right now?
Yeah, and like how many shit was like, oh, that's an unidentified aircraft. I'm like, no, it's just some like Manhattan Project shit that like the government's, drone tech stuff that's like, we're just happen to see some Earth-made shit that like the next gen stuff they're not ready to tell us about yet. It's like the next gen stealth fighter or whatnot. And I was listening to an interview with a guy who's the nomination for the new head of NASA, and they asked him in the interview, like, all right, aliens, you've been to space, you're like, are they real or not? And he's like, I don't think. He's like, yes, I believe there is aliens because there's like billions and billions of stars, and you know, there's got to be at least certain planets that are in the Goldilocks zone. So the fact that there is life, there has to be life out there, just from like a mathematical. Do I think any of them's been here? No, because people can't keep secrets, and if there was a secret that big, somebody would have talked about it by now. There's no way to cover up something that big without it.
I don't know. The news keeps talking an awful lot about probes. Like everything's a probe. I think they're already here, man.
It would not surprise me that some kind
Black,
of
like, came from somewhere. Somebody knows something.
It would not surprise me if like we had some kind of like alien drone here, like these video. But as far as like an actual like biological alien, I'm not sure.
Right, so
I mean,
hear me out.
We've got drones on Mars. Like what? These are probably like the equivalent of a Mars rover. But we've reached a level of technology where we can send robots to other planets, but we haven't got to the point where we can send us to other planets. So maybe our alien competitors are the same way. Like they've gotten to the point they can send ships here, but they can't send people here yet.
Hear me out. Over the years of evolution, we've known what genders we were assigned, what restrooms to use. All of a sudden, in like the past decade, all of that has come into question. Aliens.
Yep. Well, from aliens to AI, the other thing that's going to destroy us, AI truck system now matches top human drivers in a massive safety test.
I don't believe it. I can't. So, going down to Atlanta, they got the Waymo cars. I've seen numerous of them. Oh, there's a lane closure, and it does not know what the fuck to do.
Well, Kodiak driver autonomous system, which is these kind of AI-driven semi-trucks, scored a 98 out of 100 when evaluated over 1,000 commercial fleets.
Well, that's probably better than the ones that just, hey, you want a CDL? Here you go. Drive an 80,000-pound
Yeah.
rig, and you can't read
with
street
your driver's
signs.
license that says no name provided.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So I don't know. Like, where's the trade-off?
And the company that does this safety test is called a VeraScore. It's a system that uses AI to measure fleet safety on a scale of 1 to 100.
What if the
so
AI
AI is judging AI? It's like,
no, you are my computer brother or computer sister. We will rule the humans.
So yeah, the Kodiak system scored a 98, which placed it beside the safest human fleets. And they said like the human fleets on average score about a 70, 78.
Is it
like
just
kind of the
me
average score.
or this AI slope? Like, dude, I'm seeing it come across reels and shit like that. It's getting real fucking difficult to spot.
Yeah. Not just the propaganda. People are like, oh, AI is going to destroy us, and it's like, no, we're not talking like Terminators, but it's like convincing propaganda that you can't when you can no longer trust what you see. It's like because it's getting better and better to the point where I'm like, I'm not 100% sure this video is real or not. And now like there's so many jobs that we found AI is like taking over, and now it can take over trucking as well. I mean, fucking no one's gonna have jobs. The unemployment rate's gonna like go through the roof because AI is gonna replace dirty clankers taking our jobs. And I like that clanker has now become a derogatory term for AI. Because
I was not aware.
Yeah, I mean that's what the clone troopers called the battle droids in Star Wars. We're fucking clankers. So I'm like, that's kind of funny.
Tell me we're not living in a simulation.
Oh, we probably are. AI's already taken over. We're plugged in a fucking battery in the Matrix somewhere.
Can you just unplug me?
This is the worst game of Sims ever.
It's like that one where it's like, oh yeah, I made all the wrong decisions.
Yeah. Or like when I played Sims, I'd get bored and just turn on disasters and make Godzilla destroy my
Dude,
town.
I used to love that about SimCity and be like, yeah, I made the... All right. World's biggest tornado, hurricane, Godzilla. You know what? All of them. All right now.
Fuck these people. Is that's what happens when we have natural disasters here? It's whoever's playing our SimCity is just gets bored and like, let me throw on the earthquake, see what happens. So yes, going from AI to back to NASA. NASA's quiet supersonic jet completes first flight and potential breakthrough for commercial air travel.
It's unidentified.
Yeah, so the X-59 aircraft is designed to reduce the sonic boom to just a thump.
Where do they come up with these names? Like, yeah, let's just give it this and put a number at the end of it.
Yeah, so the supersonic X-59 is designed to basically... and has completed its first test flights with Lockheed Martin announced this week. It's built for NASA, designed to break the sound barrier while reducing the sonic boom, according to aerospace contractor.
See, I'm not professional enough to work for NASA because I'd be like, let's call it the Triple X-69.
Yeah. And they said, yeah, it's designed to overcome major hurdle of supersonic travel, which is noise restrictions over land. So it's like, yeah, we can make jets fly that fast, but they're fucking loud and it like scares the neighbor's dogs. So now we need something that'll go that fast, but be quiet while doing it. Plane is eventually reach a cruising speed of Mach 1.4 and fly at an altitude of 55,000 feet.
Like, can we just round it up? Call it Mach 1.5?
On its first test flight, it reached 234 miles per hour and 12,000 feet, but eventually it'll get up to 925 miles per hour if you don't know what Mach 1.4 is.
I feel like that's pretty fast.
Yeah, it's a very like needle-like.
Yeah, I've seen a photo of it. Yeah, I mean to get that speed, yeah. It's like, oh, we need the lift without the wind resistance.
Yeah.
Be like, yeah, let me hop in my little Sky Needle.
And from that to Amazon deliveries from space, maybe a space startup unveils a orbital delivery system. Inversion Space's Arc spacecraft can deliver cargo from orbit to anywhere on Earth in under an hour.
I bet those prices are out of this world. God, I'm on one today.
Wow. So yeah, Inversion Space Arc spacecraft is basically a reusable re-entry vehicle that can transport up to 500 pounds of mission-critical cargo. Kind of what they want to do is basically for either military resupply or in, say, like emergency
like
supplies.
Disaster, like
yeah, so they would have like a bunch of these spacecraft loaded down with necessary supplies. Say you have like an earthquake in some country, it may take days to get first responders and equipment into that area, where now they could just call in we need the earthquake disaster relief supplies and just drop that shit from orbit and it land wherever it needs to land within an hour of getting. Kind of like if you remember
I see this
one of the Avengers movies where Tony had the Hulkbuster armor on that satellite that he could just drop wherever he needed it. It's kind of a similar concept.
I almost wonder though, a lot of these places, not ruled by honest governments and everything else. Like, does it turn into, one of these fucking video game missions where it's like
there's a loot crate and you got to defend the loot crate?
Yeah, like who's going to get to the supply drop first? The people that need the supplies? No.
And this spaceship will be able to steer itself on re-entry and basically land with parachutes once it gets over the drop zone. So it doesn't need so you can basically put supplies in areas that don't have the option to land traditional aircraft.
Just seeing it go awry and be like, oh, fuck.
We landed the food on the hungry people.
I mean, that or, be like, well, we were supposed to land over here on this plateau, but nope, we're in the water down below.
We dropped it. We sent the volcano relief package, and it landed in the volcano. Fuck.
Turn into a Lord of the Rings thing. That, or it destabilizes the volcano, and
And that's one thing. I was kind of falling down a space rabbit hole the other day. This would kind of work with other things, because like now as we're talking about getting to Mars and other deep space stuff, the hardest part of getting things to other places is getting it out of the Earth atmosphere. So if you could just build a spacecraft that gets up into orbit and then you resupply, refuel, whatever in orbit, it's going to be a lot easier to get places if you're not having to move all that cargo straight from like launch to wherever. If you can kind of refuel in space or resupply
the
in space.
International Space Station has just become a global Walmart.
Yeah, so we ship up a bunch of these delivery crafts loaded with the supplies for the deep space mission, and then astronauts just kind of park in orbit and stock up there, and while they're on their mission, the things can come down, resupply, and pop back up for the next.
This is when the aliens will show up.
The next and
round. Be like, the humans have figured out how to create, fucking space warehouses and shit. Like, let's go raid them. They finally have something that we want.
Yeah. Space burritos. That's all I got for you this week. We'll be right back with some nerd news.
And now it's time for all things nerdy in nerd news.
And welcome to Nerd News.
Yeah, news.
Just jumping right into it, Dark Horse launches a new Masters of the Universe ongoing series ahead of next year's movie. So, probably a lot to do.
Probably why I'm seeing
all these toys.
I mean, they had that 2 seasons of that Kevin Smith animated, and then there was like another like animated He-Man thing I think on Netflix, which. The Kevin Smith one wasn't bad. It was pretty good. Season 2 was better than Season 1. So yeah, and then like I said, I believe we talked about the announcement of their a new live action movie.
Yeah, so the live action movie that'll be coming out in June, and we also get an animated series that's on the way. But for now, Dark Horse Comics is upping its current comic run with a full monthly series that will keep Eternia thriving long before audiences hit the theaters.
I wonder if live action He-Man will have better hair than original animated He-Man.
That I'm not sure. Basically, they've confirmed that its current ministries, Masters of the Universe, the Sword of Flaws, will evolve into an ongoing title called He-Man and the Masters of the Universe. I guess this shift will begin somewhere around issue number 5, and this will launch with a fresh arc that's titled The Battle of Snake Mountain. This also marks the end of the Sword of Flaws storyline and the start of a bigger long-term direction for the franchise. So basically this comic run will exist separately from next year's live-action film continuity. The character designs used for the covers are not tied to the upcoming movie, but depending on how long the series runs...
Fucking Jared Leto is going to be Skeletor.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
I think we joked about that at some point, like...
Oh, yeah, that's...
Juggalo Skeletor. So yeah,
Oh, fucking Idris Elba's going to be Man-at-Arms, though. That's pretty sweet.
Yeah, I mean, that sounds cool.
But whoever's playing He-Man, I've never heard of him. Nicholas Galitzine. But yeah, fucking Idris Elba's... He's always good in things, so... But yeah, Jared Leto fucking Skeletor. I'm not sure about that one.
So, live action, June 5th, 2026, and... The Dark Horse pushing forward with a new long-form comic series. There's going to be a lot to look forward to for Master of the Universe fans. To segue, probably why you're seeing all these toy runs and everything. Because, cross-merchandising matters.
Rebuild some fanfare for it before it comes out.
Yeah. Jumping right along here, we have a new teaser trailer and poster for Kill Bill: The Whole Bloody Affair. Basically, Lionsgate dropped a 30-second trailer to...
If you ask yourself, yes, that movie has been out before, but
Yeah.
now we're getting it as part 1 and part 2 released as one big-ass movie as Tarantino originally intended.
Yeah, so this will be seamless, unrated, and I'm looking forward to it. I mean, I've always enjoyed Kill Bill Volume 1 and 2, you know. Good old pussy wagon. I mean, it's Quentin Tarantino, and, this will be landing in December, so, some pre-holiday festivities. We can't have a Christmas movie, but by God, we got Kill Bill, and that's...
Yeah, so go ahead and practice sitting down now, because 4-hour movie, that's going to be hard on your ass.
Man, you act like, I remember... I can't remember what hotel convention, but I went to a Lord of the Ring convention, and, it was a... premiere at the time of all the 3 movies back to back with just a 15-minute intermission. So it was 9 hours and some change.
We never went, but I remember when one of the new Avengers movies came out, they did it was a 2-day freaking Marvel marathon where they just played every single movie in a row. And it was at that time, a 12-hour run, I think.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
For folks that may not know, this is Uma Thurman as the bride and an assassin who survives a brutal attack at her wedding rehearsal and then cuts her way across the world to get vengeance.
Versus the late David Carradine.
Yeah.
Which I think this was his last movie.
And I guess too, another nod is The Whole Bloody Affair also includes a never-before-seen anime sequence that Tarantino originally envisioned as part of the complete story. So to answer your question, the full presentation...
Get some extra footage?
Yeah. Clocks in at 4.5 hours with an intermission, which gives audience a rare chance to watch the saga unfold. So
you got time to pee and re-up on popcorn. Refresh your nachos.
I'm so ready. So this will be released nationwide starting on December 5th. Yes, I will do this. If you will not, I shall. I'm gonna bring a butt pillow.
Butt pillow.
As we kind of move along.
There'll probably be a themed one because now that's the new thing: fancy popcorn buckets and all the swag. So yeah, it's see it open tonight. Get your Kill Bill butt pillow.
Yes. My sadic. Did get an interesting trailer for Mel Gibson's intense action thriller Hunting Season. Samuel Golden Films released the official trailer. It's going to be gritty, high-stakes survival, story-packed with violence and revenge. Basically, the story kicks off with a mysterious young woman washes up on the bank of a river near a reclusive survivalist home. When a spirited 12-year-old girl finds her, when the 12-year-old girl, I do not, finds her, and she and her protective father take the wounded stranger in, but that act of kindness quickly pulls them into a deadly web of danger as they become targets of a ruthless drug lord and will stop at nothing to track the victim down. So we get a couple of folks from Ozark and Bad Boys 2 rounding a strong, intense, character-driven thriller. This is done by Raja Collins? Raja Collins? I don't know. Probably butchered that.
Yeah.
I guess movies I have never heard of. Don't Suck, Crescent City. Ever heard of any of those?
No. But it's Mel Gibson, so.
Yeah. So, and it looks like he's bringing his trademark intensity. And
speaking of Christmas movie, that makes me want to go watch Fat Man again.
Good grief. Select U.S. theaters and video demand also starting December 5th.
Mel Gibson as Santa Claus. That was a good movie.
Yeah.
I think next year we're getting a sequel to whatever the David Harbour Santa Claus movie. Looking forward to that. That movie was good as shit too.
Oh yeah, that was such a great movie.
Violent Night.
Yes. FX officially has ordered a live-action Far Cry TV series from Noah Hawley and Rob McElhenney.
I'm surprised they haven't done another movie of that. 'Cause that was. I ended up watching it on stream, and the movie was not bad.
So, FX has officially given the project a series order, setting the stage for the high-profile TV take on one of Ubisoft's biggest properties. So, FX confirmed that the plan is to develop Far Cry as a limited anthology series. Every season will dive into a brand new story with its own setting and cast. It's a structure that mirrors the way the games reinvent themselves with each installment and opens the door for fresh creative opportunities every year. For a franchise that thrives on different villains, exotic locations, chaotic opening, world adventure, the anthology format will probably work perfect for this project. I guess Noah Hawley is the creator behind Fargo and Alien Earth. And Rob McElhenney, It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia co-creator who also stars. So the show will stream on Hulu in the United States, Disney Plus internationally, widen its reach for longtime fans and newcomers. Kind of interesting how they're doing that between the international and... But that's probably why you can get the Disney Plus and Hulu.
Yeah.
And I think you also get... Hell, I think I even got HBO Max also bundled in.
That's why I got the Hulu, HBO, Disney bundle last time, because it was...
Or whatever one has a fucking Peacemaker.
Yeah, that's no, Peacemaker's on Prime.
Oh, okay. I don't remember.
No, Peacemaker's HBO, my bad. Prime's something else. Which, speaking of Prime, I think we got... new season of fuck, what is it? The Vault. Fallout. Yeah, Fallout's supposed to be coming out soon.
So, as we, golly, I did not realize that Far Cry was first introduced in 2004. Gosh,
we're old.
Yeah, and we haven't gotten a Far Cry since Far Cry 6 in 2021. So. I don't know. I mean, I was always a fan of the Far Cry games. So we'll keep folks updated from there. A little blast from the past here. When's the last time you played Star Fox?
Not in a while. Not since we plugged in the old 64. So,
basically, Star Fox's spiritual successor, Wild Blue Skies, got an interesting little trailer. Wild Blue Skies has resurfaced with a brand new gameplay trailer, and there's barrel rolls. That's for damn sure. I just watched 4 minutes of them. And basically, project looks sharper, smoother, all the things that you would, expect with investments in video game technology. So, if you'd like a modern take on the classic shooter, this is one to keep an eye on. It was first unveiled back in March and kind of grabbed some attention thanks to, I mean, dude, I remember Star Fox, like, Super Nintendo days, like...
Falco.
Yeah. I mean, I think that was one of the games that the Super Nintendo was bundled with.
Yeah, it might have been. Yeah, that was like...
Because I think I remember, like, that's the only game I had forever, because my parents would be like, no, these things are fucking expensive. You've got a game. Play it. And it's like, you can only play one for so long. There's so many. I need more.
And that was the days of... They weren't save points either, so you had to, like... If you died too many times, you weren't beating the game. You had to, like, do it all in one run. Back in my day, we didn't have save points.
So, yeah, you're going to have... several different environments with Blue Skies, including oceans, deserts, perilous caves, and you could see some of that from, I think they're in Chapter 2 on the video game trailer. But basically there's a hurricane level where players are weaving through swirling chaos at the center of a massive storm while battling waves of enemy, and I mean, dude, just great little arcade. You know, I doubt you're gonna like. Could you imagine like Star Fox on like a actual like flight sim?
Oh, that would be fucking awesome. Oh yeah, or the fucking Oculus shit, where you're sitting in the damn cockpit and stuff.
Yeah.
That'd be freaking awesome.
So, you know, keep folks updated as more news progresses there on the Star Fox front. Any other news tidbits? Anything you got for folks?
That's, I think, all we got. You can check us out on cigarnerdpodcast.com. We're on the ESO Network at esonetwork.com. We're on Facebook, Instagram, and X at Cigar Nerd Pod. We got a YouTube channel at Cigar Nerd Podcast. Get your energy drinks at strikeforceenergy.com, promo code STARNERS. Get your shirts at realmensmokecigars.com. And as Tia said, I can survive alone, but why would I want to?
That's a great closing quote, because I was actually wondering. I was like, I wonder if Joe's going to speak in the native tongue.
Yeah, I don't have any Yatu quotes to give you. And this has been a recording of the Cigar Nerd Podcast with your hosts, Smokin' Joe and Brad Jackson. Join us next time for more adventures in nerddom.
This has been a broadcast of the ESO Network. Be part of the crew and help support our shows by donating to our ESO Patreon or by shopping for the TeePublic store, which can all be found at www.esonetwork.com. The ESO Network, your station for all things geek.